Hey guys, just finished shooting a 4 episode podcast, 2 camera setup. Uh, just want to go over my setup here. First, we have the Zoom Pod Track 8, uh, 8 track mixer, 6 XLR inputs, uh, one input, one track for a phone or Bluetooth. You can purchase a Bluetooth device with this mixer, uh, and then a track for sound effects that come with the mixer. It it does what I needed to do. I went with this instead of the Rodecaster because first of all it's half the price, and I think it just does what I needed to do. Uh, has 6 XLR inputs. Uh, I'm not a fan of the micro SD cards, and it has a full SD card slot. So I'm used to shooting with full SD cards, and it can be powered off a battery. So that's convenient. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials on this. Not going to get in depth on this, but it works for me. And I have the OC GoStream Duet switcher, video switcher. Uh, has SDI, 4 SDI, and 4 HDMI out inputs, and also it has uh, 2 HDMI outputs. That is a plus. Uh, the ATEM and this, comparison uh, only has one HDMI output, and for the $200 more, the ATEM only has uh, HDMI inputs. For $200 less, with the GoStream, you get SDI inputs and HDMI inputs. Only complaint I have about this switcher is the preamps for the audio. Uh, the microphone inputs are just headphone jacks, 3 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters, and they're unpredictable. Sometimes they're too loud, sometimes they're too soft. I haven't figured out how to dial in the audio just right, and I'm a audio guy. That's my first love, so I don't use the audio from the OC GoStream. But if you're doing client work, this cuts down on post production by 50 to 70%. Uh, because you already, especially if you have a 2 camera setup, because you're already switching the camera views live. So you don't have to do multi-camera editing in post. So it's a good thing if you're getting into client work, uh, or if you just want to film a podcast for yourself and you're doing your own editing. It's a good thing to invest in a switcher. There's many switchers out there. I just went with the GoStream. Uh, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials on this, so once again, I'm not going to get into the details of this. Uh, Cameras. I'm using some old cameras. The Canon C100 Mark II. And the reason I still use these cameras is because the file sizes are small. It still delivers a quality image, and so and if you're thinking about picking one up, uh, you can pick one up for under $1,000, and it's a cinema camera. So it has all the bells and whistles, all the buttons uh, that you can think of on the camera. So, and I'm powering it up with a V-mount battery. That powers up my camera and my Field World monitor. I have the HDMI coming out the Field World, coming out the C100, going into the Field World monitor, and I have HDMI coming out of the monitor into the decimator, which converts HDMI to SDI, which I can run into the OC, GoStream, and I get a SDI input. And I like SDI because it's a more reliable connection. So I like that. And I have the Amaran 100D and the Amaran 200D. Same setup on the ACAM. Only difference is with this one, the decimator is being powered by the V-mount battery. This is a newer V-mount battery, and it has USB-A, USB-C, DC 12 volt, DC 8 volt, and it's powering the camera, the monitor, and the decimator. And I can power it up via USB-C. I can charge the battery up via USB-C while it's powering everything else. So that's a plus. And this is just a shotgun mic that I got going into the XLR inputs on the camera. It's not the main audio source. We had a Shure SM7B for the host that was running over to the PodTrack 8. But I use the shotgun mic as a backup just in case the audio fails from the mixer. I still have somewhat quality audio that I can use going straight into camera. So that's a plus. Yep. This is my setup. This is not a complex setup. Takes about 2 hours to set up and test. So if you're thinking about, doing client work for podcasts, I definitely recommend that you get a switcher. You don't have to. You just can do everything in post. But a switcher makes post production a lot less hectic. So this is like my mini setup for clients. When they filming at their house or you know, on location. So yeah, that's it.